Today's story is about the birth of the divine disk, the Sudarshana, when devotion became a weapon of light. Not every demon was like Bala, noble in heart and generous in fall. Most were far darker, ravaging heavens, destroying yagnas, slaying innocents, and dragging the worlds into chaos. The burden of preservation grew heavier on the shoulders of Vishnu, the protector. Though unshaken in resolve, he began to feel the weight of the endless destruction seeping into the realms. Each cry from the heavens echoed in his heart, until at last he understood something extraordinary was required. A force beyond weapons, a power born of surrender. Vishnu turned inward and then started worshiping the Lord of Destruction. It was time to invoke Shiva. Into the wilderness he went, into the vast silence of untouched nature. There, he began his tapasya, an intense penance not seen before by gods or men. Years turned into decades, and still Shiva did not appear. But Vishnu did not pause. Day after day, night after night, he chanted the 1,000 names of Shiva, each syllable more heartfelt than the last. And then, one day, he shaped the earth with his own hands. From soil and devotion, he sculpted a lingam, a sacred form of Mahadeva. Seated before it, he began a ritual. For every name he uttered, he placed a lotus flower upon the lingam. Ashutosh, Bhairava, Mahakal, Rudradeva. Each name was an offering, each flower a tribute. Every day, 1,000 blooms adorned the divine form. It became a rhythm of surrender, a garland of devotion only the heart could weave. The gods watched, nature stilled, Shiva stirred. Touched by the devotion, the destroyer prepared to manifest. But before he did, he chose to test the one who preserved the universe. Quietly, he removed a single lotus from the offering. When Vishnu reached the final name and searched for the last lotus, he was stunned. Only 999 remained. The ritual would be incomplete. All his years of austerity would dissolve into emptiness. But then, in the stillness of that loss, came remembrance. The god of lotuses had a name, Kamala Nayana, the lotus-eyed one. In that moment, Vishnu understood. He reached for his own eye, his very own lotus. Without hesitation, he offered it upon the lingam, a bloom born not from earth, but from his own being, an offering deeper than any flower, an act of selfless, radiant love. Creation stood still. The offering glowed with a brilliance unknown even to the stars. And then Mahadeva appeared, moved beyond words. Shiva blessed the preserver. He restored what was lost and placed in Vishnu's hands a gift of immense power. A golden disc, radiant as the sun, forged not of metal, but of cosmic intent. 2 concentric circles spun in opposite directions, inscribed with 108 serrated flames. It was the only mobile weapon in the universe, one that would fly out with purpose and return with silence, cutting through every illusion, every evil, every ego. It would become the might of Vishnu, a symbol of protection, a shield of Dharma. It would be called Sudarshana, the wheel of virtuous vision, and thus the tale reminds us that true power is not born in battle, but in surrender. True vision is not in what the eyes see, but in what the soul offers. Vishnu did not conquer chaos through force, but through devotion. And from his sacrifice emerged a weapon that protected not just the world, but the very balance of the cosmos. In giving the best of ourselves, we receive what no world can deny. In the eye we offer, a universe is preserved.